I went to the pond over by the institution, and there were lilies in the pond, and I was talking to the lilies of the pond. I thought they were talking to me. I thought they were asking me if I needed more medication, if my mom, why did I treat my mom the way I did? Why did I make her suffer? My mental illness is schizoaffective disorder. With schizoaffective disorder, I have extreme paranoia, lack of concentration, hallucinations, grandeur illusions, and thinking my dreams are real. With bipolar disorder, I have extreme depression and up and down mood swings. I will switch from schizophrenia to bipolar disorder and back and forth.
The argument can be, well, is she bipolar with delusional thinking, or is she psychotic, schizophrenic with bipolar-like characteristics? But we call it schizoaffective disorder. And it's definitely disabling and difficult. And she's struggled with it since she was a teenager. I don't know enough about the early years to be able to make some sort of guess about where it comes from. But usually these things are pretty much family-based.
I had polio when I was 2 in the legs, and I was crippled in the back when I was 7. My alcoholic parents banned me when I was 13. My mom and stepfather drank a lot, and they took it out on us kids. And my mom would go on this wild drunks, and she would kick me out of the house several times as a teenager. She'd pack my suitcase and tell me to leave. So I didn't have a very happy childhood. When I was young, I'd get out of church, and I'd feel like a hairy black monster was running after me. And I'd have to think of myself as some supreme being when I was little, like Jesus Christ or something, that I could ward off this demon, because my mom always told me the devil was coming after me if I did wrong. So in later years, my mental illness got worse, and I had to ward off this hairy demon all the time, and I was thinking I was Jesus Christ more than usual than anybody else.
I think Sherry came to me about 20 years ago. She was referred by a psychologist who was needing help because she was not doing very well. I gave her my email address, and I said, just email me when things aren't right. Just email me. And she has a habit now of doing that. She will email me when she starts to feel delusional, paranoid, the devil is involved, certain other things that she will email me. And oddly enough, by the time she's finished writing it all down and thinking it through, she has a solution.
Salem. I'm in Salem. Not the reigning capital of Oregon, but the Salem the kids taunted you with to imply that you were insane. Salem, the state mental hospital, which was the site for the filming of much of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. But I shouldn't be here. I'm not crazy. I'm pissed off, but not crazy. I'll show them how not crazy I am. I am so sedated that I am a zombie. I'm imitating a duck, squatting down, grabbing my heels, walking on my tiptoes. The only way I can keep my balance is to do deep knee bends. Later in my room, I am more agile. I take a white blouse that my brother Doug packed for me, tie it around my waist, and in my bra, stand on the frame of my bed by my window. With my feet pressed together, one knee bent, arms out to the side, I attempt to pose like Jesus Christ on the cross.
Sherry is someone who has been through incredible difficulty, and she's managed to come out at the other end having learned a lot about how to manage her difficulties. And so And every one of us goes through tough times in life. Every one of us has horrible days when you just can't imagine getting up the next morning, but you do. And the fact that you do suggests that you can learn by just hanging in there and trying to process what's happening to you and put a face on it that you can live with. And Sherry has done that. She really has learned how to learn from her experience rather than give up.